All right, ready to dive deep into some Minecraft patch notes.
Patch notes. Sounds a bit dry, doesn't it?
I know, right? But trust me, these things are like a treasure map to the future of the game.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What kind of loot are we talking about?
We're going to be deciphering technical changes, figuring out what they really mean for players. Think of it like peeking behind the curtain of game development.
So we're like digital detectives.
Exactly! Except instead of fingerprints, we're analyzing lines of code.
All right, I'm game. Where do we start?
Well, the first thing that caught my eye is a pretty big change to world generation. Imagine loading up your old world, the one you've spent hours building, and bam, your custom biomes are replaced by a giant ocean.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be a shock.
Right. So what's the deal with that? Why would they do that?
So it all comes down to something called biome IDs.
Biome IDs.
Yeah, it's like a label the game uses for different environments. Think forest, desert, jungle, that kind of thing.
Okay, so they're changing those labels. Why?
It's all about making things more consistent. It's like they're reorganizing the game's DNA, you know.
So it's going to run smoother, less glitches down the road.
Exactly. And it could even open up the door for totally new biomes in future updates.
Oh, that's cool. So it's like they're laying the groundwork for even more epic landscapes.
You got it. And you know what else this helps with?
What's that?
Modding. A consistent system of biome IDs means modders can get even more creative with custom worlds.
Ah, right, because those modders, they love pushing the boundaries.
They're like the mad scientists of the Minecraft universe.
Okay, so we've got world generation sorted. What else is on the docket?
Let's see. There's also a performance tweak, specifically for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, yeah, keeping things running smooth is always a good thing, especially on the Switch. Lag is the worst.
Totally. It's like trying to run through mud, you know, and it completely kills the vibe.
So this tweak is going to make things a bit snappier for Switch players.
That's the idea. It just shows how much effort the developers put into making sure everyone has a good experience, no matter what platform they're playing on.
It's like they're always fine-tuning the engine, keeping everything running at peak performance.
Exactly. Okay, what else catches your eye in these notes?
How about resource and behavior packs? I've definitely had times where I joined a server and my resource packs just wouldn't work.
Oh, yeah, that's frustrating.
It's like showing up to a costume party in your regular clothes.
So these fixes are all about ensuring that your custom content works smoothly, whether it's new textures, sounds, or even custom mob behaviors.
Gotcha. So it's like they're greasing the wheels, making sure those packs get where they need to go without any hiccups.
Precisely. And it's especially important on servers that use CDNs.
CDNs.
It stands for Content Delivery Network. It's basically a system that makes sure game files are delivered quickly and efficiently.
Ah, so it's like a superhighway for game data.
You got it. But sometimes those CDNs can clash with custom resource packs. These fixes are like setting up some traffic signals, you know, making sure everything flows smoothly.
I like that analogy. So it's all about making sure our custom creations get the green light, no matter what server we're on.
Exactly. It all goes back to that core element of Minecraft, personalization. They want players to have the freedom to shape their own experience.
And speaking of shaping the game, there's a fix for trades with negative max use values. Now that just sounds weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, what's that even about?
Seriously, negative uses. Like you can trade something less than 0 times. Sounds like a bug waiting to happen.
Well, it seems like they're patching a potential hole in the trading system, maybe something that could have led to exploits or unintended consequences.
So it's like they're reinforcing the walls of the in-game economy, making sure everything stays stable.
You got it. But this fix also makes me wonder if we might see some more complex trading systems in the future. Who knows, maybe a Minecraft stock market.
Now, that would be wild. All right, next up on our detectives list, experimental features.
Ooh, now this is where things get really interesting.
Right. These are the features that are still in development, the stuff that might, just might, make it into the full game someday. It's like a glimpse into the future of Minecraft.
You could say that.
Yeah.
What's caught your attention in this section?
Well, the first thing that jumps out at me is the increased customization for items. Imagine being able to use blocks as icons for your custom tools and weapons.
Oh, wow. So instead of just having a plain old diamond sword, you could have one with, like, a creeper head as the icon.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. The possibilities are endless.
And the technical side of this is pretty cool, too. They've added a component called Minecraft.BlockPlacer, which is what lets you use those blocks as icons.
So it's like they're not just giving us new toys, they're giving us the instructions to build our own toys.
And they've also got this field called Replace Block Item, which gives even more control over how those custom items work.
Okay, so now we're getting really into the nitty-gritty.
But that's where the real magic happens, right? And speaking of magic, there are also some really cool enhancements to camera controls.
Ooh, camera controls. What are we talking about here?
Think cinematic shots,
Yeah.
like being able to capture those epic Minecraft moments with more precision.
Okay, I'm listening.
Well, for starters, they've added camera presets, so you can save specific camera angles and positions.
Ah, that's handy, like bookmarking your favorite views.
Exactly. And they've also made some changes to the Minecraft.writable component, which means it'll be easier to control the camera while writing mobs.
So no more wonky camera angles when you're soaring through the sky in your Elytra.
Hopefully not. And get this, they've even added the ability to attach the camera to the player.
Wait, so you could, like, create a first-person view mod or something?
Exactly. The possibilities for storytelling and content creation are just exploding.
I'm already imagining all the crazy things modders are going to do with this.
Oh, they're going to have a field day with this update.
Yeah.
And speaking of modders, there's a whole section on scripting enhancements.
Scripting. Okay, that's where I start to get lost. It's like they're speaking another language.
It can seem that way, but it's really cool stuff. Basically, they've added some features that give modders even more power to manipulate the game world.
So, like, changing the rules of the game.
In a way, yeah. One of the big additions is the introduction of two new classes, System Info and Client System Info.
Okay, those names don't tell me much.
Well, basically, these classes give modders access to a ton of information about the game environment. Things like what platform the game is running on, how much memory is available, stuff like that.
So it's like giving them a toolbox full of information about the game's inner workings.
Exactly. And that means they can create even more complex and dynamic mods.
Well, all I can say is hats off to the modders. They're the ones who really keep this game fresh and exciting.
They're the unsung heroes of the Minecraft universe.
Okay, so we've covered world generation, performance tweaks, resource packs, even camera controls and scripting. What else is hiding in these patch notes?
Well, there's one more thing that really caught my eye. Enhanced mob behaviors.
Enhanced mob behaviors. Now that sounds intriguing.
We're not just talking about mobs wandering around aimlessly anymore. These mobs will have goals, motivations, even personalities. It'll make the game world feel so much more alive.
So, like, instead of zombies just bumping into walls, they'll actually be trying to outsmart you.
Exactly. They'll be more aware of their surroundings, react more realistically to different situations.
That sounds pretty intense.
Imagine villagers forming social groups, engaging in trade routes, or even defending their settlements against hostile mobs. Or picture wolves exhibiting pack behavior, coordinating their attacks, and strategizing their movements. It's like they're breathing life into these creatures.
Whoa, that would definitely add a whole new layer of depth to the game.
And don't forget, we also have all those new scripting tools. Modders can use those to create even more complex and realistic mob behaviors. It's like they're building an artificial intelligence within the game itself.
This is amazing. I can't wait to see what the modding community comes up with. It's like the Minecraft world is about to get a whole lot more unpredictable.
And a whole lot more exciting. We're talking about the potential for entire ecosystems within Minecraft, with different species interacting in complex and unpredictable ways. It's like they're creating a virtual world that's as rich and diverse as the real one.
This is mind-blowing. These patch notes are like a window into the future of Minecraft, and it's looking pretty incredible. But before we get completely carried away with all the possibilities, let's zoom back in and focus on some of the smaller but still important changes.
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes those tiny tweaks can make a world of difference.
Okay, what's caught your eye?
Well, there's a fix for something called writer rotation lock on the Minecraft.writable component.
Writer rotation lock. That sounds pretty technical.
It is, but it has some big implications for gameplay.
Yeah.
Basically, this fix makes sure the camera behaves more predictably when you're writing a mob, especially when using that Minecraft.follow-a-bit camera.
So no more getting dizzy while you're cruising around on your pig, right?
Exactly. It's all about creating a smoother, more immersive experience.
That's what we like to hear.
And speaking of immersion, they've also added this align target camera forward option for camera presets.
Align target and camera forward. Okay, I need a translator.
Think of it this way. It lets creators fine-tune how the camera behaves in relation to the player's movement. It'll make those cinematic shots even more epic.
Ah, okay, I see. So it's like giving filmmakers more control over the shots in their Minecraft movies.
You got it. And for the truly adventurous, they've also got this experimental toggle for camera relative movement.
Camera relative movement. Now that sounds interesting.
It is. With this toggle enabled, you can control the camera as if you were holding it yourself.
Whoa, like a first-person shooter?
Kinda, but it'll make exploration and building feel even more immersive.
I'm starting to see a theme here. Immersion, personalization, giving players more control. It's like they're taking everything we love about Minecraft and turning it up to 11.
It's like they're saying, here's the sandbox, now go build your own masterpiece.
And they've given us all these incredible new tools to do it with.
Exactly. It's a really exciting time to be a Minecraft fan.
I'm feeling inspired already. All this talk about scripting and modding, it's like they're inviting players to become game designers themselves.
And who knows, maybe the next big thing in Minecraft will come from the community.
That's what's so great about this game. It's constantly evolving, constantly being shaped by the players.
It's like a living, breathing world, and these patch notes are just a snapshot of its ongoing evolution.
I think that's a perfect note to end on for this part of our deep dive.
What a journey it's been so far.
And we're not done yet. We've still got so much more to explore in these patch notes.
Oh, absolutely. The fun has only just begun. It's like you're watching Minecraft level up right in front of us.
I know, it's so cool. But all this talk about scripting and modding, it makes me wonder,
What's that?
how can someone like me, who's not exactly a coding whiz, get in on all this creativity? It feels like there's a whole world of possibilities, but I don't even know where to start.
That's a great question. I think a lot of people feel that way, a bit intimidated by the techie side of things. But the cool thing about Minecraft is there's something for everyone.
So you're saying I don't need a computer science degree to have fun with these updates?
Not at all. Even if you're not into coding, you can still benefit from all the amazing work the modding community does.
Yeah, the modders, they're like the rock stars of Minecraft, always pushing the boundaries.
They really are. And there are tons of mods out there that are super easy to install and use, even if you have zero coding experience.
So for someone like me who's more of a builder and explorer, what kind of mods should I be checking out?
Well, if you're into world generation, there are mods that add new biomes, structures, even entire dimensions to the game.
Oh, wow. So like a biome made completely out of candy?
Yeah.
Or a dimension with floating islands?
Exactly. The sky's the limit. And if you're looking for a challenge, there are mods that add new monsters, bosses, all sorts of crazy gameplay mechanics.
Ooh, a mod that introduces dragons that actually breathe fire? That would be epic.
And then there are the quality of life mods, the ones that add those small but super useful features.
Like what kind of features?
Mini-maps, inventory management systems, tools that help you build more efficiently, stuff like that.
Those would be lifesavers. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten hopelessly lost in a cave or wished I had a better way to organize my inventory.
So yeah, even if you're not a coder, there's a whole world of mods out there that can make your Minecraft experience even better. It's all about finding the ones that fit your playstyle.
This is great. I'm definitely going to have to check out some of these mods. But you know what? All this talk about mods and scripting, it makes me appreciate the developers even more.
How so?
Well, they created the foundation for all this creativity, right? They gave us the tools to build, explore, create our own world.
You're right. They're like the architects of this whole universe. And the players, with their mods and creations, they're the artists bringing that vision to life.
It's a pretty amazing collaboration when you think about it.
It really is. And it's all thanks to the power of open-ended gameplay. Minecraft isn't just a game. It's like a universe of possibilities, limited only by our imaginations.
And speaking of possibilities, what about those experimental features? Anything else juicy in there?
Ooh, yeah. Remember, we're talking about the cutting edge of Minecraft here. The stuff that might completely revolutionize the game.
Okay, hit me with it. What's got you so excited?
Well, this one is a game changer, for sure. Virtual reality support.
Hold on, VR in Minecraft. Are you serious?
Totally serious. Imagine actually stepping into your Minecraft world, being able to walk around your creations, interact with objects using your hands.
That would be insane. It'd be like living in the game.
It would change everything. Think about building a giant castle, brick by brick, with your own two hands. Or exploring a dark, spooky cave and feeling your heart pound in your chest.
Okay, now you're just teasing me.
And imagine multiplayer in VR. You and your friends, building together, exploring together, battling monsters side by side.
Okay, that's it. I'm sold. When can I get my hands on this?
Well, it's still in the experimental phase, so who knows when or if it'll become an official feature. But just the fact that they're exploring this, it's incredible.
It's like Minecraft is evolving into a whole new form of entertainment.
And it's just the beginning. Who knows what kind of crazy tech they'll incorporate in the future? Holograms, brain-computer interfaces. The possibilities are mind-boggling.
This is too much. My brain is melting. Okay, let's take a step back for a second. All this talk about the future of Minecraft, it makes me think about the impact it's already had.
You're right, it's more than just a game at this point, isn't it?
It's a global phenomenon. It's been used in education, in therapy, even in architecture and design. It's touched the lives of so many people.
It really has. It's a testament to the power of creativity and imagination. And who knows what kind of impact it'll have on the world in the years to come.
Maybe it'll inspire the next generation of game developers, architects, world leaders, who knows?
The possibilities are endless.
Well, one thing's for sure, Minecraft is a game that's going to keep on surprising us.
Absolutely. And we'll be right here with you, diving deep into every update, uncovering all the secrets.
That's right. But before we get too carried away with the future, let's bring it back to the present. We've been talking about all the big game-changing stuff, but I'm curious about some of the smaller details that might have slipped under the radar.
You're right. Sometimes those little tweaks can make a big difference. What did you have in mind?
Well, I noticed a mention of changes to the Minecraft.ageable component. I don't know exactly what that means, but it sounds kind of interesting.
Ah, yes. That component controls how certain things in the game grow and age, like baby animals, crops, things like that.
So what kind of changes are we talking about?
It looks like they've adjusted the growth rates and added some new options for customizing the aging process, so you might see faster growing crops or maybe even new stages of growth for animals, things like that.
Ooh, interesting. I wonder how that will affect gameplay. Could this lead to new farming strategies or maybe even new breeds of animals?
It's definitely possible. And you know the modders are going to have a field day with these new options.
I can't wait to see what they come up with. It's like they're giving us the tools to create even more diverse and dynamic worlds.
It's all about giving players more control, more options, more ways to make the game their own.
I love that. It's like they're saying, here's the sandbox, now go build whatever you can imagine.
It's that spirit of creativity and experimentation that makes Minecraft so special.
You know, it's amazing how much thought and detail goes into these updates. It's like they're constantly fine-tuning every little aspect of the game.
And that's what makes Minecraft so great. It's constantly evolving, constantly getting better.
Speaking of getting better, there was another tweak that caught my eye, something about the Minecraft.behavior.lookAtPlayer goal.
Yeah, I saw that too. That goal controls how certain mobs, like villagers or those creepy hostile creatures, track and look at the player.
So what have they changed about it?
They've added some new parameters to make those eye movements more nuanced, more realistic. Like now mobs can track the player's movement more smoothly, and they can even show different levels of awareness depending on the situation.
So instead of just staring blankly, they'll actually react to what the player's doing.
Exactly. It's those little details that can really immerse you in the game world. Imagine a zombie slowly turning its head to follow your every move, its eyes fixated on you with this creepy intensity.
Okay, that's a little freaky, but I get your point. Those subtle changes can make a big difference in how the game feels.
And it shows how much the developers care about creating a truly immersive and believable world.
Well, I have to say, this deep dive into the Minecraft patch notes has been pretty eye-opening.
I've had a blast.
We've gone from deciphering technical jargon to brainstorming crazy new gameplay possibilities, and I'm honestly feeling super inspired.
Me too. It's a good reminder that even in a game as familiar as Minecraft, there's always something new to learn, something new to create, something new to explore.
And that, I think, is the true beauty of Minecraft.
It's a game that never gets old.
Yeah.
It's constantly evolving, constantly pushing the boundaries, thanks to the creativity of the developers and the incredible passion of the community.
So to all you Minecraft fans out there, keep on exploring, keep on creating, keep on pushing the limits of what's possible in this amazing game.
Because who knows, you might just be the one who comes up with the next big thing in Minecraft.
And that brings us to the end of part 2 of our epic deep dive into the Minecraft patch notes. But don't worry, we're not done yet.
We've got one more part to go, and trust me, you won't want to miss it.
So make sure you tune in for part 3, where we'll wrap things up and share some final thoughts on the future of Minecraft. We'll see you there.
All right, welcome back to the deep dive. We're on the final stretch of our journey through the Minecraft patch notes, and let me tell you, it's been quite a ride.
I know, right? Who knew patch notes could be so exciting?
Seriously, we've uncovered some incredible secrets, and I feel like we've only scratched the surface. There's always more to discover in the world of Minecraft, that's for sure.
Absolutely. But there's one area we haven't really talked about yet. Sound design.
Ah, yes. Sound design. The unsung hero of gaming.
It's so true. The right sounds can really make a game come alive, you know? They can transport you to another world, make you feel all sorts of emotions.
It's like the soundtrack to your adventure. So what have the developers been up to in the Sonic department?
Well, one thing that caught my eye is a new sound event called Item Used on Block.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
It is! Basically, it allows creators to trigger specific sounds when a certain item is used on a certain block.
So like imagine hearing the crunch of snow as you walk across a frozen lake, or the satisfying thud of an axe hitting wood.
Exactly. It adds a whole new level of realism and detail to the game.
It's those little touches that really make a difference. And speaking of little touches, it looks like they've also made some tweaks to ambient sounds.
Ambient sounds, you mean like the wind blowing or the birds chirping?
Exactly. Those sounds that create the atmosphere, set the mood.
I love those. They really help you get lost in the world.
Right. Well, it seems like they've added some new ambient sounds and refined some of the existing ones.
Ooh, I can't wait to hear what they sound like. It's like they're painting a sonic landscape for each biome.
And let's not forget about the music.
Oh yeah, the music is so iconic.
It really is. And it looks like they've made some adjustments to the soundtrack as well, maybe added some new tracks, remixed some old favorites.
I bet it sounds amazing. You know, it's incredible how much thought goes into every single aspect of Minecraft.
I know, right? It's like they're constantly striving for perfection, making sure every detail is just right.
They're true artists, and it's
Yep.
that dedication that makes this game so special.
Absolutely. It's clear that they're passionate about Minecraft, and they want to create the best possible experience for the players.
And I think they've succeeded.
I'd say so. This deep dive into the patch notes has been a real eye-opener.
It has. We've gone from deciphering technical jargon to imagining all sorts of amazing possibilities for the future of Minecraft.
And it's all thanks to these seemingly simple patch notes. Who knew they held so much potential?
They're like a treasure map leading us to the hidden depths of this incredible game.
It's been quite an adventure.
It has. And I think it's safe to say that the future of Minecraft is looking brighter than ever.
Absolutely. With all these new tools and features, the possibilities are truly endless.
So to all you Minecraft fans out there, keep on exploring, keep on building, keep on creating. The world of Minecraft is yours to shape. And that's it for this episode of The Deep Dive. We've had a blast exploring the Minecraft patch notes with you, and we can't wait to see what amazing creations you come up with. Until next time, happy mining.